I love a good mess. I do. So when somebody in the back about to get to arguing with Ish, I try to highlight it.
I don't even want to argue.
I try to put a highlight to it. Now
Brought about the bullpen.
Now the great thing about now the great thing about moving, people could just stop by.
Yeah.
It's not without a hassle. So Omar just came to stop by and observe.
He just came to kick it.
But Ish was talking that shit. And we got our whole Rizza Islam corner over here now. Shout out to our good brother Rizza Islam. So, what did you have to say about what Ish was saying?
I mean, we was talking about
I feel like Mona Scott.
Wow,
But this is the thing. Look,
messy.
we don't have to argue. Like, yo, I'm
was a healthy
I'm
discussion.
pivoting from my debating with y'all. We could have a good quality
So get your shit
discussion
off.
amongst black men.
I like it.
My brother, Mr. My brother, Mr. Epps.
Good.
I was just saying, technically, capitalism is a fabricated word based on what was happening in the moment, and let's put something on it to make what we're doing seem okay, right? This is just a system. Well, then you got to ask deeper questions: who designed the system? What's purpose did it serve? Then we talk about denomination. What is money? The original money was land, right? And that's why when you study the ancient world, it was all about conquering space, you know, and then that made people richer. And then the things that come from that space, whether it's diamonds, copper, minerals, you know, all that stuff, aside from cattle, that adds on to your wealth.
Assets.
Yeah. So I just think we live in a system where it's like specifically the American system is dog eat dog, right? It's like, and I think what's fair in life is that if I'm trying to find the right example, if we all in a room in the studio trying to write and come up with it, and you come up with the beat, and you know what I'm saying, you start spitting and you come up with a hook or whatever, it's like that's a collective, right? But then we're in a system where it's like, if somebody got a bigger name, they could be like, all right, great. Yeah. You're all contracted workers, and then when you see the credits, it's written and produced by such and such. So that's capitalism to me, in a base form, right? But if, you know, at the same time, if I come up with the cure for cancer, I should be compensated, right?
Indeed. Absolutely.
You won't be.
I definitely won't be.
You'll be compensated. You won't be compensated fairly.
I'll be knocked off because they
Yeah,
like, nah,
that's
we
what-
like it how it is.
If you push too hard, you're gonna get knocked off. But
They would definitely off him. They get him the fuck out of here.
Pfizer's gonna come. No, Pfizer's gonna come.
saying.
That's not what's gonna
I'm
happen.
on the low.
He got to play. So Pfizer gonna come say, Omar, I'm gonna give you $100 million.
No, you're not.
There.
Yes, they will, because they gonna make.
What do you
50?
I'm giving you $100 million.
Yeah.
If I had the cure, you give me $100 million, you'd kick
Not with
rocks.
it. Nah, yeah.
Why
I
would
need-
they cure
I need
it?
at least $1 billion.
Why would they
That's
cure
the
it?
bottom right there.
Good point.
That's why I said they wouldn't do that.
No, yes, they will.
Why would they cure it?
Because now I could cure it. I could buy the patent from him, give him all type of NDAs, and then I could go put the patent in a safe somewhere and never put it out.
They already have the cure. They just were
would-
waiting for it to be like buying Tylenol.
Yeah.
To where they can get, because everybody's, I got a headache. And that little system right there, that's like hustling on the block. Like, you want to move keys or you want to move nickel bags? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's the more active system?
No, what's the more profitable one?
Yeah, that's what
So
I'm
the more
asking.
profitable one really is the nickel bags, but it's safer than the birds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree with you. But I think with something like that, they want to, you know, it's just my beliefs. They already got all
They
that.
don't want
You know what I'm saying?
it's less profit
have it.
to put, and this goes into capitalism. It's less profitable to give the cure, even if you gave it
Yes.
at a super duper high number.
Still less profitable.
Why would the fuck will we give the cure out when we making so much money off the treatment?
And that's capitalism.
That's capitalism.
Right. Which is
And-
a fabricated word. It
In the,
didn't
in the,
exist before.
no, but in the term that the masses use capitalism, that's capitalism that they're referring to. Where we had a conversation when I said, yo, I don't think nothing's wrong with capitalism if you're not exploiting or using or demeaning somebody. We all are in a race to get to a different level. We should be in a race to get to a different level of ascension, but it don't got to be at another person's expense. And I think that's the misnomer with capitalism. Like, yo, you just beating on these downtrodden people and you coming up off of them, and that's fucked up. That ain't what it is by definition.
But that's interesting what you say, because in a slight way, you're contradicting yourself, because if you have a cold and I have some tea or some herbs that can help your
Sure.
body pass the cold, why wouldn't I give you that information, especially if I know you don't have it, right? So now we take the allure of capitalism would be, nah, he got to buy that from me.
No.
He got to buy the tea bag and this, that, and the other. I'm not just going to give him the
I agree.
information.
When I said this stuff about cancer, I said that's society's name for capitalism. But that's not what it really means. No, we're in agreement. Right. I said that society refers to that. Like the mistreatment or the shiesty shit, that's capitalism.
Right.
But that ain't what it really means.
Yeah, we pulled up the definition, and
we
it was
pulled it
not
up. Like no.
It's like.
But when you say the definition, it's like, well, who defined it, right? Like who made up the denomination of $1, right? This is why people in Europe was bugging over the whole Brexit thing, because they sitting there like, wait a minute, we didn't have a say in this for y'all to say, yo, all of these pounds or whatever the denomination is called equals this now. It just happened overnight. So you had whole countries that went under.
Yeah, went under.
Because their denomination that was cool before they was able to survive just meant pennies.
Greece being one of them. Call back.
Yeah, Greece got their ass whipped.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, who defines that? You know, unless everybody comes to the table and says, hey, this is the move we think we should make because of X, Y, and Z, then that's cool. That's a democracy, right?
Yes.
Like
That's
everyone
a
has
true
a vote.
democracy.
But if money just come in like this is what it is today, and we all at the behest of that's when you get into that. Well, how do you define what capitalism is?
I'm agreeing first, but you see the problem that would cause. Because then you would have a million voices that would never agree on anything. You can't. So you would have, let's say New Jersey or New York got 30 million people, right? 30 million different opinions. We are never, ever, ever going to get to some common ground where we're going to agree.
But on the baseline, my only pushback on that would be the baseline, right? Like in the now, everybody wants this COVID thing done.
What's done?
Like over.
Okay.
Right? It's affected every sector of life. You know, God bless people who've lost people and the people who've passed and so forth and so on. But in the living now, you got to get tested out the wazoo. You got to do this, you got to do that. And it's impeding individuals. Like everybody that you talk to from every walk of life is like, I'm just ready for this to be done.
That's not true.
Well, because who you're talking about is the capitalist.
The people that stand to get a profit.
Exactly.
To benefit from it.
You actors don't care about talking in the microphone.
Who? What?
You actors,
That's not what he do on a
the
daily
actors
basis.
they ignore this shit.
Yeah, because they used to.
I should talk.
There's
more centered.
They used to have it right here, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Tucked
exactly,
under the joint.
exactly. Or somebody has the boom thing.
And I should have known Ish was going to get passionate about the Jay-Z topic.
That's why I said, why do you think I threw it right there?
It's not even a Jay-Z topic. We talking about
and a capitalist topic.
You know what else? It's like back in the days. I don't know if y'all remember this, but like when Jordan was winning, and then they in the hood they'd be like, "Oh, he sold his soul," and then when his pops, tragically, everybody was like, "See, blood sacrifice." It's like these people.
That's what you was just saying.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what kind of Jay is referring to. What's that line he had a few years ago? I forget which. Damn, I forget the song. He was just talking about getting in the 2-seater, and y'all talking about like I had to join Illuminati to have this car type joint. You'll remember.
He got about a bunch of them.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. When someone is working hard, breaking ceilings and advancing us as not just black and brown people, but as society in general, like you could see someone really come from this and go to that due to hard work and dedication. And then when they get there, you like, nah, you had to do an oath or walk through a door. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That is something that we do. If right now, out of the blue, you sign to whomever for $300 million, there's going to start being rumors that circulate on how you acquired the $300 million. Because you couldn't have did it with just hard work.
Slow down. That's the good thing about me being me. If I get the $300 million, they've already said all the rumors.
No, they wouldn't.
That they could
It'd be
possibly
different
come
rumors.
up with.
No,
There'll
it'd
be
be
new
different
ones.
rumors. Yeah.
Different levels. You unlock the new tier
Niggas
of
couldn't
rumors
do
now.
nothing with me. They put the devil on me. He said, dog. They wouldn't I just couldn't have just made good business moves, and I couldn't have just bust my ass and worked hard. It had to be some ulterior thing that got me here. Because now I don't have to look in the mirror and say, yo, damn, I need to work harder. He got his by some level of advantage. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, people do that, especially
I
us.
agree with him on that.
Yeah, like,
because
yo.
that's what I was trying to say. Like, if you look at a MJ or even a Kobe, these are dudes not just staying in the gym, but after the game is over, whether they won or lost, Jordan would go back to the crib, shoot like 1,000 free throws.
Man,
And so you take away from that person's work.
Allen Iverson, Kobe.
Allen Iverson said he told Kobe game was over. Yo, nigga, what's up? I'm going to the club. Kobe's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm going to the gym. After the game was over.
I just imagine Kobe's face looking at him saying that too. Get your fucking peon ass away from me.
New Joe Budden.